Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be how to change colors. If you have not seen the first video, this is a whole series, so I'm going to put a link for the first video so you can start at the beginning and work your way up to this point. I'm going to put that link right there. Alright, so let's get into learning how to change colors. This is our half double crochet square. So we're going to finish off this row, and this is where we're going to change colors. So yarn over, we're going to finish our last two stitches in this row, just doing half double crochets. And now I just finished this row. So I'm done with this color. I want to change colors. So you're going to take your scissors. You want to leave like at least 6 or 7 inches of a tail so you have something to sew in later. Cut it. Now, just like we were going to be finishing a project, I'm going to yarn over, pull this loop through this loop, and as long as we have loops going through loops, your work can always pull out. So we need to stop that by making this not a loop, and you just pull it all the way through. And now it's no longer a loop going through a loop, so it's not going to pull out on you. You can just pull it tight. So we have a tail, but we're not finished with our project. Now we're going to bring in a second color. Alright. So you're going to go into the top of the last stitch that you made. Just going to put your crochet hook in there. Then you're going to take your second color and you're going to pull it through that stitch. And just pull it all the way through. So you have your tail in the front. And all you're going to do is just tie a regular knot. Tie it once, for good measure, tie it twice. So now you have 2 tails you're going to have to sew in later, but that's okay. So now we're just going to pretend that we didn't change colors and we're still working with the same strand of yarn. So we need to go into that stitch that we tied the next color on, yarn over, and pull up 1 loop. So now it's like we never stopped crocheting before and none of this happened. So let's just say we were going to continue in half double crochet, just like we were doing before. You would chain 2, turn your work, and just like we never changed colors and none of this is here, this chain 2 is going to count as our first half double crochet in this row, and then we're just going to do our next half double crochet. So you would yarn over, go into the second stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then you just crochet as normal until you want to change colors again. Just going to half double crochet all the way across. Don't forget that chain 2. and then we just change colors. Let's say you wanted to do 3 rows of this, 4 rows of this, or if you just wanted to do a little stripe. Let's say you were making a scarf. You just wanted to do a little stripe, and you were just doing 2 rows of this. Chain 2, that counts as your first half double crochet, so you go into the second stitch, and just keep going. Then I'm going to show you how to change colors one more time. I'll meet back up with you at the end when I'm ready to change back to the gray. Alright, so now I'm back at the end, and I'm ready to change colors back to the gray again. So you're going to cut the yellow, because you're done with that for now. Yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and pull all the way through. Then pull it tight. So changing colors, it is going to make more tails that you're going to have to sew in later, but it adds interest to your project, so it's worth it. You go into the top of the last stitch that you made. You're going to loop the gray around your hook, and you're going to pull this through. Just going to tie a simple knot, double tie it so it doesn't come undone. It's 1, 2. Make sure you grab your working yarn and put your tail out of your way. Go through, loop it around your hook, pull up a gray loop. Then to continue, we're just going to pretend that we didn't do any of this, and we're just going to start our next row of half double crochet. So to do that, chain 2, turn your work, and get ready for your next half double crochet. Yarn over, go into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And in doing that, we added a yellow stripe to our project. It's very easy, very simple to do. It just makes more tails that you're going to have to sew in later. This may seem obvious, but you'd want to sew the yellow tails in through the yellow part, and the gray tails in through the gray part. And that is how you change colors. And our next video is going to be how to make your first baby blanket. It's going to be a very simple, easy, but cute little baby blanket. And I'm going to put a link to that project right there, so you can start with your first real project and you can make a baby blanket. Thank you for watching.